Giraffe, it feels like you like to be around the boys all the time now.
Oh, you seem really upset, Jack.
Yeah, we used to go out and have a lot of fun together.
Oh, is it that you'd like to connect with me more?
Yeah, remember when we used to go bowling and all that stuff? We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that was really fun, and you're sad because you'd like to play with me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'd love to play with you, Jack. Thanks for letting me know how you're feeling.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to play? You want to hang out with me?
Are you having difficulty trusting that I really care about you?
Yeah, because you haven't been coming around, so I thought, well, maybe he doesn't want to hang out anymore.
Oh, Jack, I want you to know that our relationship is always important to me, even when I'm not around. I know that you were working on expanding your jackal garage, and well, I haven't received any calls from you, so I thought that you were happy doing your own thing for now.
Oh, yeah, I saw you on Facebook with those guys, so I just thought you were busy. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. You were thinking I didn't care to hang out with you.
Yeah, but it sounds like we could hang out.
Yeah, we could totally do that.
I'm happy. Thank you. Let's go bowling. Let's go next week.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So you saw an exchange between the jackal.
And the giraffe.
Yeah, and so the jackal is a type of language that tends to be used when people want to like separate and blame, and feel hurt by things.
Yeah, and so the giraffe speaks giraffe, which is a language of feelings and needs. And so rather than creating separation, the giraffe sees the connection, the interconnectedness, the interdependence between all beings.
Yeah, so even when the jackal is using blaming language or being angry or maybe acting really hurt and maybe even acting like there's no solution to it, the giraffe continues to like explore what needs are actually there.
Yeah, so while the giraffe explores what's really being said, what are the underlying needs, the jackal doesn't have language to be able to express itself clearly. It doesn't have the language of vulnerability and of directness, and so it expresses indirectly, like in the form of, oh, you don't like me, instead of saying, I feel sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the giraffe opens the door to create this connection, and it can often soften and diffuse hostility and blame.
Yeah, and so NVC is so much about diffusing, about softening. For me, it's about diffusing and softening those enemy images, that imaginary line that I create where there's you over there and me over here. It's about creating more connection.
Yeah, so nonviolent communication is really a communication of compassion. And when the jackal is using blaming, attacking, or defensiveness, it's considered violence because it creates disconnection.
Right, because then there's like the idea of like, well, if one of us is good and one of us is bad, there's going to be a line somewhere, and you're on one side of the line, I'm on the other side of the line, and now we're disconnected. The same thing for any comparison or competition. We have to draw a line, and then we're on different sides. So it creates disconnection. Violence is not about yelling or saying curse words, but it's about using language that creates separation rather than connection.
Yeah, so you can see that in that exchange, even though jackal didn't have the language, the giraffe was able to create the connection, and the jackal softened. And so we would like to invite you to our upcoming series.
Yes, for me, one of the beautiful things about listening in giraffe or about giraffe language is not being dependent that others express themselves in a certain way. I can still tune in, I can fine-tune my ear and listen for what's really important to them. And that's so much the core, the heart of what our 9-week series is about. It's about immersing ourselves in how to be in the mode of giraffe.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about and experiencing learning how to be giraffe with others and to be giraffe with ourselves.
Yes, and by giraffe we mean nonviolent communication or compassionate communication, the language of being tuned into feelings and needs.
Mm-hmm. So we talk about the giraffe because that's emblematic of a being that has a very large heart and can stand and look at all the scene and see all the situation. And a jackal is kind of down in the weeds and is somebody who's like on the attack.
Yeah, so along with that, the tall neck, as Kat mentioned, it allows us to see all of the needs for all the beings involved. And my favorite one is the saliva of the giraffe can dissolve thorns, so the same way that we can dissolve pain through our language. So, if you're interested in experiencing more connection in your life, then click the link below to find out more about our series.
And meet our puppets in person.